All right, so after that incident, I'm saying my turtle passes. Like I said, me and my boy, we were still going back and forward to the pet store. And like by this time, I had a bike. So by this time I had a bike, I was able to ride up there. And so now I'm interested in birds, parakeets. Because every time you walk through the door, they're going at it, getting it in. Loudest things throughout the whole store. And they just had like a big old cage. It was full of them. So I walked in, I'm like, all right, let me get a parakeet. Because it was on like $14.99, $15.99. I'm like, all right, let me give me one of them. So I'm looking to see which one I like. Now I want to pick one out. And I named him Tweety. He was like white with like little hints of gray, blue, and black. You know what I'm saying? That's the little colors he had. The typical parakeet. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he had like the little hints of blue, the little hints of gray, the hints of black, and he was, you know what I'm saying, like white. Like the little black marks on his eye, like he a damn Oakland Raider or something, the little black marks. But so yeah, man, so I'm on my bike, I'm riding home with Tweety. You know I'm saying, he tweeting, you know what I'm saying, flying around the bike, flying around, tweeting. That's I get home with him. And I'm like, I don't have no cage for him. I ain't got nowhere to keep this bird. But I want him. I'm like, I can't keep him in this box. So I made it home, put the bike up. So I get to the living room. And open the box. Boy, that boy took off out that box, flew around the whole living room. Everybody up there, no, he flying around the whole living room. So he done flew in the corner. Like I said, at the end, they trying to fly straight up, you know what I'm saying, out of reach. So he flew up and he hit the ceiling, boom. And he kind of like dived down a little bit. He flew back up. Then he flew in the corners. And he flew in the corner, hit the corner, boom. And he kind of fell. So he kind of balled up in the corner, and it was tweeting. You know what I'm saying? He balled up in the corner, tweeting. And so I went over there, and I'm saying, I grabbed him. And he backed my hand. You know what I'm saying? Backed my hand and let him go. So I'm just holding him. She's like, boy, take him to your room. So I took him to my back room. And I made sure the door was closed, the windows. You know what I'm saying? Make sure all the rooms closed off. And I opened my hand. And he flew up. So in my room, I had a ceiling fan up there. You know what I'm saying? But it was off. You know what I'm saying? So he flew up to the ceiling fan. And that's where he used to kick it at. He stayed on the ceiling fan. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? He stayed up there on the ceiling fan. I eventually got a bird cage. And even still, that was just to feed him. Because, you know what I'm saying, that was something he was familiar with, I guess, being in that pet store. So he knew what it was. So I had the cage set up. I had the little mirror up in there. You know what I'm saying? The little mirror up in there. I had that little that little feather. I don't know what it is, but they like to go lean up against it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I had that up in there. I had a little food tray that connects to the damn cage, and it hangs off the side. And I had a little water tray up in there. And he had a little swing in the middle. So I had the whole cage set up for him. And you know them bird cages, you gotta hold a gate up to slide down. If you don't hold it, you know what I'm saying, to stay closed. And so I put the gate up, and I put a bread twist tie on it to keep it open. And so he up there, he looking, you know what I'm saying, he looking down at me, see what I'm doing. And so once I set it up, I walked out the room. But I'm peeking to see what he about to, you know what I'm saying, how he about to interact with this. So I'm looking at him, looking. He on the edge of the propeller. He looking down, he looking. And then he flew down to the opening of the cage, and he sat right there. You know what I'm saying? He looking, trying to see if I'm coming back in the room. He looking for me, looking in the cage, looking. Then he flew in the cage. And so he about a food, he's smelling it, I guess he's checking it out. And he went to eating. You know what I'm saying? He went to eating, I said, all right, we on this up. So he went to eating it. He ate for a good little bit. Then he flew to the other side, got some water. You know what I'm saying? Then he went back, ate a little bit more. Then he went, rubbed up against the little feather, and he hopped on the swing and swung a little bit. Then he jumped down back to the edge of the door. And he flew back up to the ceiling fan. I said, all right, so this is gonna be my setup for him. You know what I'm saying that I got, you know what I'm saying, the things he required, but I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, contain him to this cage. I'm gonna still let him fly around and do his thing, because that's what they need. So that was my setup for him. And so I had to get another fan. Like I said, by this time, he lived up there, basically. He stayed on top of the ceiling fan. Nigga up there pissing, shitting, all type of stuff. So I had to get a box fan and put it in front of my bed next to my TV. And that's how I left it. And so a little bit later down the line, I wound up going to get another bird. And it looked like a girl. So I named this one Fluffy. So it was Tweety and Fluffy. And so same thing. She tweeting, flying around. I went through the same process with her. You know what I'm saying? Got to my room, closed everything off, opened the box, grabbed her, she biting. She biting at my goddamn hand. And I held her till she calmed down, till she stopped biting. And Tweety up there, he looking, he done came to the edge of the damn ceiling fan propeller, he looking. And so she looked up, and I want to open my hand, and she flew straight up there. And so she flew up there. And the thing is, like, I don't know if she probably was there when I got him, you know, so they probably already knew each other or whatever. So she flew right up there to the ceiling fan. And she stayed up there too. So that was my setup for my birds. And I eventually, the table that I had the bird cage on, it was like next to my bed, equivalent to a nightstand, but it's like some type of table, but that's where they cage was at. Me with my little innovative, always trying to think of something to embrace what I want and look fly or whatever. Man, I done took their bird cage. Like I said, at this point, I don't even use the fan. I don't even turn the switch on or nothing. I done got up there. Now they got like the little switches. Back in this time, they had a switch on the side of the fan that turned it on or off. They had another one that reversed the rotation of it. So I turned it off. That way, when I hit the switch, just the light come on. They still had the pull strings on it. So what I done did was, I had like some old pair of shoes with some long ass shoestring. I done pulled the shoestring out the shoe, and I done doubled them up and made it one long ass shoestring. And so what I did was, I ran the shoestring to the top of their cage, and I connected the other part of it to one of the pull strings on the ceiling fan. So the cage legit hung from my ceiling fan. It hung. It looked so fly. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was nice as hell. It looked so fly. So like I would walk in my room and just see my bird cage just sitting there floating in the air. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice ass setup. And they liked it. I ain't had no complaints about them. They tweet their ass off. And so they would fly down and eat, drink, fly back up there. And that was the setup for my birds. And like I said, nothing but piss, poop, all on top of this ceiling fan. And I used to bathe them. You know what I'm saying? I used to I get them, and I used to like spray water on them. You know what I'm saying? I take them to the sink and run some water on them. You know what I'm saying? To cool them off, to wash the feathers up. I you know what I'm saying? Put the stop up in that flood water, let them take a little bird bath, whatever. And dude, I didn't learn how much poop they had up there. So my big headed ass cousin came over.